Hello, welcome to my talk. Here I am packing again, but I'm gonna sit over here now because um oh, oh I think I did that hands free on my Instagram packing last week. Um and it didn't work out because this is hands free regardless, right? Anywho, I am getting ready to go celebrate my mother's birthday. It's actually tomorrow, but I was here putting my stuff away and I was watching pictures. You know how on Facebook you get that memory of last year, and I got that for my sister's birthday, which was also this week. And I remember how miserable I was, but I had already told her, hey, let's go to the movies, because we went to the movies last year. Today, this week, we're going to do something more fun because we're putting both of them together. Anyway, uh, so I remember that I was miserable because it's been a year this month. It's been a year since my husband defaulted from our relationship, I guess. Neglected what we what our agreements were. Anyway, I just it was horrid because his son had passed and we had just gone through that, and I thought we were honky dory and it wasn't the case. And then, on top of that, the situation with my son, and then my sister was really sick, and it was just not a good time for him to decide to do this. But I think it might have been um, caused by this whole thing. Just, we're not all like, we're still getting, just 2021 was extreme. I say that all the time because it was. I'm still, you know, going through it because of that. But I've been listening to a tolontologa. I'm sure I've talked about it here, which is somebody that helps you with grief. And I started listening to her because of my sister and the grief that came with her passing. And but grief is not just for that; it's for everything. And my marriage is down the drain. Divorce is not final yet, but it's in the works, and I'm very sad about that. And it's been a year since this all started, you know, just going down the drain. Anywho, in talking to the odontologa, well, not talking to her, but listening to her, she actually went to divorce and how there's 5 things you need to do before, to have closure with anything. But she was mainly talking about divorce at this time because usually you hate on that person, right? And I did and do. I'm resentful. I have resent towards him because he shattered all my dreams, and I just thought we were going to be there forever and grow old and all that is gone because I my plan is not to go and look for somebody else to do this with. He was the one, and he messed it up. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you. Relax. It makes me mad. It still does. I can't talk to him. I rather not, but it could be hunky dory because that's the kind of person I am. But just remembering and thinking like he ruined my second half of my life, as planned, as planned. It might be for the better. I mean, everything I read and try to like help myself with says that I might be better off alone. I gotta see about that because I do not like being alone. Meaning not just without my husband, but without people. I like to surround me with people that love me. I like to feel loved. Anywho, let me tell you because it's almost over here. But we have to be thankful to that person and write down why you're thankful for that person because at one time that was the love of your life. So what did he do or she do to bring to your life? To what he did for me, what he contributed to my happiness and all that, and then pardon him for anything. Oh, part ask for forgiveness from him to me because there's things that I know I probably did that maybe I didn't do intentionally, but that um, added to the situation that brought all of this to play. And so ask him for forgiveness and also forgive what, what do you forgive? Um, Everything he did to get us to this point. And I'm sure, like I said, there was probably something there that made him not treasure our relationship. And then to tell him what I feel for him because I mean, that is the person I love. That's the person I chose. That's the father of my kids. That's the person I wanted to live the rest of my life with. And I love him and I cannot unlove him in a year. Like I still think and it hurts me to think I'm gonna cry. But yeah, it's horrid. I can't I sit here and I cannot believe I'm here and not there. I just it's horrid. And then finally when you finish all these four steps and just take a big breath and return to yourself. Just say goodbye. And in English, and in Spanish, it's adios to God. So it's a blessing to let him go and say goodbye. I love you, but it's not going to work out because it's not, you know, this is my boundary. And he knew about my, here I go again. Anyway, this was one of my boundaries. He crossed it. I do not forgive that. I will forgive it because there's things as to forgive it so I could move on. But I do need to return to myself. So we're going to do this list and we're going to get there. Thank you for listening and let's see how this goes. Goodbye.